Right. Alright, give us a shout if you're in the chat. If you can hear me properly. Should be hopefully should have a better audio quality this time round. But if there's not, then let me know. I'm just gonna share this real quick. I'm gonna pop this up here. Um, how's it going, guys? Sounds good. Nice one. Cheers, beans. Alright, let's just jump into it. Before I get started, because like this is going to be uploaded to the channel. I'm extending my my masters, like my 50% off masters deal that I was doing last week. I'm going to be carrying that on into this week. So 7 days starting from today. I'm going to be doing some more masters. Yeah, nice one. All right, sweet Joe. Cheers. So yeah, I'm going to be extending my masters. I've just got some new speakers, some mastering grade speakers. They're pretty huge. That's what the camera's on now. Like some ATCs, so really gassed to get those. So yeah, if you want the masters done from someone that's got an acoustically treated room and some proper speakers that can hear right down to 20 hertz, then hit your boy up. Cool. So I got started to work on this DnB track today because I didn't really want to jump straight into starting something from scratch, just in case if I was faffing about and because I don't really make DnB all that much. So I've got this rough idea here, which is basically just drums and a bit of an intro and like a little pitch drop thing. I'll go through all of these before we get started as well, just so that you guys are up to scratch, up to speed with like the project and that. I've got some reference tracks here. I've only just dragged these in because I'm more using this reference track for the nuances of deep and minimal DnB. The project's at like 172, and sorry, I thought I could hear something. And yeah, so let's give this a quick listen, and then we'll have a listen to the reference tracks, and hopefully don't get pulled down on YouTube for it. And yeah, let's just give it a go from the intro. Total work in progress. Don't judge if it's shit just yet. We'll fix it up. Oh my god, everything's playing. Turn those off. Okay, need to turn my bladders off. So yeah, you guys get the gist. Basically just some drums. We're going to fill this in with some basses and that. I'm just going to go through some of the drum processing that I've done, and I need to just try and find that little glitch vocal thing that I had in that just came about in the drums there. Is all the music sounding good and everything? I hope in that everything's all finally not being all glitchy and that. Because last time I know that the mic was glitching, and I don't know if the music was as well, but hopefully you guys can hear it, all of the music as well clearly. There we go. Let's just about that now. Stream sounds perfect. Great, nice one. Right, appreciate that, guys. So what have I done so far? I need to remind myself. So I'm using EXO here as my basically like my drum machine. I've showed you guys this before in the last stream as well. For those of you that don't know, basically this is a drum sequencer and drum machine, but it has a really cool way of like organizing all your samples. So all these little dots here are my sample packs, and they're all just organized in frequency. So like, you know, longer samples at the bottom, shorter samples at the top, and then deeper samples, you know, like low end stuff on the far left, and then high end stuff on the far right. So like, you know, a lot of kicks, and then shakers this end, and then some top perks, some snares, and there's just some like random longer stuff at the bottom. So I've just got some kicks lined up here. It sounds a bit thin because that's the intro stuff. If I go into this one here, then these ones should sound a little bit thicker. So yeah, I've just got some kicks in these ones, and I've got some snares in the other ones. And I've just got two variations. I'm not using them right now, but I could do. The options there. Two different types of kicks. I'm just running those through this SSL channel. I'm not actually doing anything with it, but I just use it for like the gain and driving of down, you know, in this little white knob there. That's the basically like you're driving the input or output. You can kind of do the same with the fader here, but that's just there on all my channels as default. And then it's got some cool filters here, which are just nice and handy to automate up and down. You know, like top of, you know, was it low pass and high pass filters, reminiscent of like a you know, the obviously an SSL desk, an old analog mixing desk. And I've just got some like dynamic EQ going in on the kick. Let me just solo these. If I turn this off, you can hear it's like awfully distorted. If I turn all these off and turn it back on. So all I'm doing is just suppressing some resonances and giving the low end a little bit of an oomph, whilst also just rounding off anything at like 50 hertz with like a 18 dB roll off. I'd probably go a bit tighter normally, but you know, doesn't really matter. It's just sort of like rounding off the lows to have space for the sub, giving the fundamental like a bit of a push, and then I'm just sort of suppressing these. I don't know if you can hear that, but just some pokey frequencies that are in the kick. And then, you know, when the kicks comes in, when those frequencies are hitting, it's docking those down. And then I've just got a safety net of this sideband EQ, which is just basically, you know, I don't think there are any because it's a kick sample. I can double check, but I just do it by default. I just roll off anything up to about between 120 and 200 hertz, just to sort of make sure that everything's real nice and mono compatible. You know, anything on the sides is removed, just to, you know, make sure that everything's like nice and tight down there. So that's the kick processing. Basically, what I've done there as well is I've reduced the output by 7 dB so that it can run into my analog emulation preamps and stuff. It's not really doing anything, but because it's running into it so hot, it's giving it a different flavor. It's very minor, the differences. So I've gone through this plugin before in the last stream as well. And then I'm just clipping it. So basically, think of this kind of like a compressor. A clipper is like, how's the best way to describe this? Basically, it pushes. The best thing to do is actually just show you guys how this works. I don't know if I showed you this in the last stream, but this is a new plugin that I've been playing about with, and I'm loving it. It basically allows you to get things as close to zero as possible without destroying the audio. And it's great for electronic music because clipping, I mean, getting things as close to zero means that you're not worrying too much about peaks. So you can push things into it as hard as you can and just use your volume fader over here as basically just like a way of positioning it in the track. It makes mixing a little bit easier. This is a really cheap plugin as well. It's only like 30 quid, I think. So it's definitely worth getting. So yeah, let me show you how this works. So with this link knob, you can see that the in and output stage is linked. So when I'm driving into it, it's lowering the output by an equal amount, so I can judge whether if the sound is getting broken down or whether if it's actually being pushed loudly in a nice way. And I'll show you how that works now. Right. So now we're starting to crush the sound, but I'll push it really hard so you guys can really hear it. So that's totally destroyed now. But if we dial that back, I think that's about as far as we can push it. Then I can unlink them. You can see here in the waveform thing. Maybe that's a bit too hard. So like now I know that that's hitting zero, or as close to zero as I can get it. And now that's pushing real loud, real nice. I can put that wherever I want now. And now that I know that that's hitting, so I'll always put the K clip at the end of the chain. You don't want to do it before any processing or after any processing. If you've got any analog emulation stuff, you definitely don't want to be putting this afterwards because it'll just sound awful. Like if I throw this on the end here, it'll just sound shit. Or not. A little bit of clipping there. Yeah, so it's sort of like crushing the high end. It's I'm going into it way too hot. You can see the VUs are just freaking out there. Whereas if I put it here, the VUs are sitting like nicely below their their distortion point. And yeah, it's just something to keep in mind when you're playing with loudness and stuff. You've got to be careful with your levels and that. So let's I've got a really thin, weak snare here. Definitely needs a layer. It could be my headphones. I really don't trust these, but I've got this like weird little delay thing. I might actually take that out and add my own delay afterwards. A little fade on the end there. Cool. I might give this a little bit of a shape up as well. Cool, and then we definitely need a lower end sound. You know, actually, what I might do is add an acoustic snare underneath, and then beds are out tonight. What was my? I keep forgetting what my thing. Addictive drums. So I saw. I don't know if you guys are into like DnB and stuff like that. You'll have seen that Mefjus has got a Particles series online, and yo, what's up, Jasper? How's it going? You good? Yeah, so was it Mefjus has got a Particles series online, and he uses this a lot in his tracks for his drums. It's basically just an acoustic drum kit. So that's what we're looking for: a snare, an acoustic snare. I'm just going to take down the room and the overheads and the bass. There's still some effects on there. We'll get rid of those on the snare. Just get rid of those there. Still some effects on there. What is on there? Get rid of the inserts. Go to the sends. What is on this kit? Sorry guys, I'm not too familiar with this plugin yet, even though I should be. But maybe I should change the kit. We've got a few different kits in here. Go with this one. Turn off those effects. See if that's. I want to take the room out. I'm going to take the bus out. I'll leave the overhead in there, and then we can go into the shape of this by turning these modules on. Let's take the top end out. A bit more. Cool. Now go for a bit of a pitch envelope. Bring that down to 12. A little more. Top or the bottom. Let's give it some distortion. And there should be an EQ in here as well. Give the low end of it a bit of a bump. And then let's throw that in with the other snares and we'll just mix it. Mix it in. I know that a lot of these tracks don't have too many layers for these reference ones, but I'm going to try and be experimental, and then if it doesn't work, try to dial that back. Cool, that sounds awful. Right, let's see some of these EQs. Pro EQ. So it's got this space I really don't like. I want it to be dry. Yeah. Cool. No, I hate the sound of that already. Sick. Let's not bother with that then. Maybe make this wider. Try a different sound and layer it with something else in XO. because I'm an awful, awful layerer. I'd rather find samples that fit together nicely, and then yeah, you can try that. Cool. Yeah, so what's different about DnB that I've found compared to dubstep is that it's really, really sweaty. And what I mean by that, for those of you guys that don't know what sweaty means, is it is, well, basically it means nerdy, and it's requires a lot of effort to get things sounding right. And it's all about the little details. If we listen to Mr. Sesko over here, you know, there's not a lot going on in this track, but what is going on is very specific, and you know, it has a certain quality to it that, you know, a lot of us producers really struggle to hit, you know, to sort of hit and get right. I'm gonna lower this down a couple dB.
Big request.
I'm going to do as well is bring this down so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Cool. So what I don't know if I've shown you guys Insight before, but this is my analysis software. I use it on every track. It's normally running up on my second screen, but you guys are on my second screen right now. So I have to, and also you guys are going to want to see what I'm looking at when I'm referencing this. And then I just put an EQ on the master as well, just to sort of you know, see where things are sitting, because like this isn't the most detailed spectrum. I can probably get rid of this, to be fair, if I'm just having a look at the EQ here and the spectrogram to get a bit more detail out of it. And for those of you that don't know what a spectrogram is, it's basically a spectrum analyzer that you see on an EQ, but based on time. So it's you know, you've got, you know, your low frequencies down at the bottom, your high frequencies at the top, and then the colors represent how loud things are. So you know, white obviously being the loudest, you know, which you can see down here, the sub being, you know, a bright purple, pinky, white thing, and then it descends all the way through to red, like oranges and reds, through the color spectrum to until it hits 0, where you can't see any space at all. And it's just good to, you know, see where things are sitting in the mix, and then like how things decay over time when you're analyzing tracks and stuff like that. The sound field stereo meter. So basically, this is just checking my phase. So this correlation meter, this green bar, if this goes down, then it's not in phase. If it's all up at the 1, then it is in phase. And it's not, you shouldn't always look at this as like a rule to live by and like try and keep things always in phase, because it's good to have certain things obviously have to be in phase, but then it's also good to throw things out there and keep it wide, and maybe make it a bit too wide for the headphone listeners out there that want something that's super crazy wide and stuff. And then obviously just basic levels and loudness meters going on here. Let's listen to another one. Oh my god, that is loud. Let's turn that down. Wait, let's just turn the group down by 4 dB. How loud are you compared to you? -3. Are you all down? -3. Cool. Now we can level match between them. So what I'm noticing straight away is snares are quite high in this genre. This like deep, minimal DnB. So what I might do is group these, throw it in a EQ, and just see where my snares are sitting. Way too low. Probably pitch up this lower one. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. So what I might do as well for this upper layer, because it is a clap, I might give it a bit of width. I have a send down here, which is my doubler. Basically, it's just a I don't know, think of it like a stereo widener that's got a slight variation in pitch. So rather than delaying a signal, actually I think it is delaying it a little bit, kind of like the Haas effect, but with a bit more going on. And this is designed to have like be placed onto an insert, but basically I've just taken the direct sound and pulled it all the way down to basically nothing. Put that in the middle. I've just given it a little bit of lift, have a bit of presence, and then basically just the sound's being delayed at a 45-degree angle, so it's not out of phase. I wouldn't put this on bass, obviously. You don't want that to be split and pitched, because then it's going to be really noticeable. But on claps and stuff like that, I think you can get away with it a little bit. So what's this? 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. Cool. So that one. Just a little bit of width. Cool. Now let's move on to something a bit more interesting. Let's make some basses. We'll start off with Serum, because I know how to use that pretty well. And then we can like try and move off to some more interesting stuff. Oh, this is certain effects. I don't want that. away. Alright. Make the skin default. And then right, let's listen to some of these basses. Actually, I didn't really give them a proper listen. Okay, so what I'm hearing is, except for the submarine tune, that one's actually pretty mad, that bass. But the other two, there's a lot of like static basses going on in terms of the sub, anyways. There's not a whole lot of movement, so maybe let's try and go for something like that, deep and minimal. Not a lot of movement. We can go like crazy with the mid basses, but like the driving force of the track, I don't really want there to be too much deviation because it's a genre that I'm not playing about too much with. I don't want to go too experimental with it all. I've got my push down here as well. This is deep and dark and all that good stuff. I'm going to write an E, I think. Boom. E's a nice moody one. Right. I noticed the kicks, a lot of these as well, like leave a bit of a space in the tracks. Over these returns real quick, so yeah, something like that. There's like a little bit of a break. So boom. Maybe cool. We'll start off with that. Something nice and simple. We'll duplicate that, loop that section, and then we can fill in these gaps with more mid-range stuff or samples and things, and we can like pop things in and out and have like a bit of a call and response going on. So yeah, let's maybe do I want this or do I want something a bit more harmonic? And definitely louder. Oh shit, my sound card does not like me today. I'm gonna get rid of that and that. Cool, let's put a little pitch envelope on this. Make this pretty small. Envelope 2. Into that. And then down the global master tuning, about that by like 12. So now we've just got that like that really short like sort of pitch drop, and we can make that a bit longer if we want. I like it quite short. There's a little bit more impact, kind of like acts like a second kick, and then you know, we can beef this up. But I don't. To be fair, with subs, I don't like to beef them up with you know, with direct inserts. Like what I like to do is like have a separate chain, which is sort of dealing with like the upper frequencies. So what's a good subsaturator that I can think of that you guys haven't seen me use before? Have a dig through the plugins folders. I'm pretty sure there's some cool stuff in this Arturia thing. Oh yeah, let's use the pre. I've got like this pre thing. My favorites. Sound design. Yeah, pre-box. There we go. So I've made this like rack, which basically is a bunch of different Arturia preamps, which are based on old vintage preamps, basically. And I've got the drive options here, um, and then I've got like which ones I want to come through. I actually don't think the drives are actually doing anything. I think they just defaulted at full. Um, yeah, I don't know why that's minimum. I pop that down. Yeah, there we go. Pop those down, and then that's not doing anything. That's 0. Wait, what? Yeah, that one's working. That one's not. Oh shit. Okay. Well, my racks are broken, but basically, um, it doesn't really matter because. Oh no, wait, hang on. Okay, yeah, they are working now. Oh, good. Sweet. So, what was I saying? Yeah, saturation and subs. So, what was it? I want to saturate the low end, but I don't want it to come through again. So we'll pop this EQ on the end. I want the subs to engage the pre's, so I'm letting the subs come through. And if we just solo this group here, we can like sort of listen to the saturated version that we're getting through. So at the minute, there's just a dry signal coming through. But if I run this through a Neve pre, which is like notorious with like, bass and bass drums and kicks and stuff in studios, we can play about with how much of this we want in there. And we can actually, we've got a few EQs in here as well, which sound quite nice. So let's maybe pop this low shelf on like 1 or 220. Actually, no, let's use this bell because this one's, we can push it up a little bit more. We can get it to like 400 or like a little bit lower. So maybe that's a little bit too high on the drive. Maybe what we'll do is grab a utility from here, drop it down. And now if we blend that in with the original, take it away, and then put it back. It just adds like that little bit of grit on the top end. And then, how's it going, Harvey? You're right. Yeah, basically just adding that little bit of extra presence on that top, on the upper end of the subs. So. Cool. Now, let's throw something in over the top of, well, not over the top of it, but like to sort of counteract that, the call and response. So if I pull this in and make these, and minimize all this shit. You as well. Right, let's have a look here. Maybe try something like that, and then let's try FMing this thing now. We can take that away, start from scratch. Maybe turn that off as well. go into my Animoog ones. Maybe get a bit of movement in that one. Maybe give it a bit more length on it. Maybe a longer modulation on that FM. Trigger that to and then maybe let's pop that on there. Maybe go down. Yeah, something like that. And give it some boost in that comb. We pop that on the mix. Maybe on the drive as well. What I might do as well is have a separate sub underneath that, doing the movements. If I turn these off, put that sub on, direct out. Why is that sounding really shit? Let's make another one of those. A little pitch thing going on. What was that? An eighth note. Let's put LFO3 on envelope mode, and then put that to the global master tune, and then try that. And that's envelope 3, LFO. And what the pitch is doing is just giving it a little bit more emphasis on those low notes. Play that, and then obviously take out the low end in that one. And that way we've got like a bit more emphasis on that sound. And now what this means is as well we can just go a bit crazy with the FM on this and maybe let's try a banjo. Yeah, then maybe we can EQ out these but top bits. Maybe we can modulate that with this. We got a bit of like a, you know, closing sort of sound. Maybe we can do it with the top one as well, just a little bit. Cool. And now I want to make a send the bass reverbs, because I've noticed in a lot of these tracks the drums are real dry, and then the basses, the mid basses at least, have got loads of wetness to it. So let's let's use the Arturia plates. Rev plate. This one. I'm liking it a lot more for mid bass sounds recently. But that 100% wet because it's on a send, bringing the width a bit. His basses. We'll play about the drive feature on it, and select your model favorite plate. Each model has the same behavior and sound. Okay. Give them a listen. Yeah, I like that one. A little bit less reverb time. Alright, actually I've just realised something that's really annoying with this, is that there is no exact times on this reverb. That's, for DnB it's quite important to have everything in time. And I haven't got the most, I haven't got the best ear for this sort of thing, but I mean, it's sounding right. I'm not gonna. Yeah, wait. Hang on. If I zoom in and highlight a 8th note, I can see down there that the duration is 174 milliseconds in Ableton. So, like down in this little bottom box, it'll be really small for you guys to see. But if you select a time thing and then highlight said segment, it'll tell you down there in the little brackets duration 000 and then like 87. So that's 87 milliseconds. There's 174. So if I put this on 87, this should be perfectly in time with an 8th note or a 16th note of my project, and it should give like the right amount of separation for your reverbs. So pro tip right there. It just makes having the pre-delay set to beat segments of your projects really helps you helps your reverbs like sit back correctly and without them sounding like you're just pissing about with the pre-delay times and stuff like that. So we can like take that sound, do the same thing, copy it over, but then just change the mid bass patch. I'm gonna change the color of that one just so that I know it's a sub as well. Oh shit, no, don't. So we'll delete that one, put that one there, and then just change this one, I guess. Change this one to bass extract, whatever that one is. And maybe move about these filters a little bit. Might try and modulate this with this. So I think, well, I haven't played about this too much, but Serum's got this new feature where you can modulate LFO times, or like the point positions. Give this a go. It could sound awful, but we'll give it a go. Maybe. have some like filter movement going on here as well. You know what? Not do it with an EQ, let's do it with Filter Freak. Filter Freak. If you guys haven't got the Soundcloud stuff, I really recommend it. It's stuff's mental. Yeah, let's play about that. Zoom in. Create a random shape. Jesus, I'm sorry about that. Holy shit, my ears. Let's make this a bit of a neuro thingy, or a bit more neuro-y. What am I doing? I want some more Filter Freaks doing the bandpass shit, but with different shapes. I kind of want a bit of a deeper sound if I'm going to do this, so maybe let's remove all destinations, delete, how do I delete that? Deleting that. Fuck, do I do that? There's gotta be a way to fuck delete. Don't do me dirty, dude. Come on. Alright, fuck it. We have to remove all destinations. Fuck you. Let's go start from scratch. Start from scratch again and just drag some, go with some massive tables, massive X wave tables, got good shit in here. Go with additive FM laser biz, sounds interesting. Throw that on there. You can go there. Trigger. You know what? Do something like that. Do something like that. And then we're going to duplicate this again. I'm going to get the filters and move those around. Get some filter movement going on. Maybe add some more little wobbles. Cool, now we've got something going on and we've almost removed the sound with filters, then we can use the glue. This is basically the glue compressor from Ableton, but the one from Cytomic, which are the guys that helped make it. And then we're going to take the exact same little chain that we had before, copy it over, and move around some of the points. Some more movement going. Let's down a little bit. And I'm going to take that Pro Cue and just slap it on the end, because I think all that's doing is just moving. Yeah. Let's open up this one and have a look at this frequency. Enable. And then one more little movement. Cool. And now we'll throw another one of those glues on the end. You can hear like those artifacts coming out now as well when I'm like, because I'm compressing it so much. Blow that a little bit. Cool. I think that sounds it. I forgot we need to change that now. I need to... bollocks. I need to change both of those. Change this one back to where it was. We need to do something about that sweepy. Oh wait, hang on, I know what that is. I know what that is. The phase. Phase view. Alright, I can't really get the definition I had before in the bass, so I'm gonna... bring out some of those mids. Maybe put some black box on that. Give it a bit of grit as well. More grit. Maybe a little less reverb as well. to get a volume on that one, the volume rack, and just automate out some of that. Yuck. Maybe what this volume rack is, if you guys don't know as well, is just it's basically a utility that I've just mapped to be able to draw automation in. So rather than like using like a transient shaper or whatever, I can just manually draw stuff. Saves me, it gives me a little bit of extra control over everything in the track, which is useful. Ow. Also, I want to automate in some reverb on that kick. Go with this plate here. Yeah, go with this plate, and then we'll make this really short. And then we'll do the same thing with the pre-delay on this one, which I think was 87. That volume, yeah, definitely, man. The volume rack thing is really useful. Yeah, if you want ultimate control, anyways, like a lot of plugins that try and like do it all for you automatically, like they just don't have, you know, the dedicated need, you know, like the dedicated need. What the fuck am I chatting about? The you know, the control that you need for your individual sections in tracks. Like a lot of plugins will try and be general problem solvers, but sometimes you need a very specific problem solving, and you know, having total control allows you to do that a little bit quicker. A gate on there, kill it off pretty quick, just to give it some space, but then to suck it back. I actually really don't like this plate. Let's go with a convolution. Because I want a real space for this kick drum, not a plate. Real spaces. Oh my god. Farewell. Yeah, let's try you. That's better. God, fuck off. I only want it coming in at first kick. And then oh, try that. Sounds a bit snotty, this this bass. I mean, it didn't really end up going the way that I wanted it to. Maybe. Control D for life. Yeah, man. We got some width on these as well. Maybe throw these basses doubler. Check our image on that one. Maybe not totally fucking stereo. Now we're doing good. Cool. So let's take these basses now and slightly change them so that they're not the same every time, because I think this sort of DnB is all about slightly nuanced changes over time rather than having like a crazy arrangement or like notations and stuff like that. It's you know, for me anyways, that's the way it seems. So let's go into this one and change. But not too much. I think that's the key. Don't fuck with it too much. You know what? All let's do, to be fair, is use the asim minus. Like this. That should be. And then just maybe a little bit of distortion to get that grip back. You'll find me reaching You'll find me reaching a lot for this plugin. It is so good. It's so good just for getting that little bit of grit back into the track. And let's maybe pull this. Down. Get that nasty shit out of there. Maybe I pulled a little bit too much out there, but yeah. Maybe with this volume thing, we should do a little of that. Cool. Now we've got like a basic thing. Let's add some weird shit. How do we get some weird shit going? Weird shit. Operator maybe. Operator can do weird shit. I haven't even done any side chaining or anything yet as well with these basses. I need to do that before I forget. Want some mid shit. Go for you down here. Bass. Command S, because if I don't save, I'll do what I did last time, and the whole project will crash, and I won't have anything to call back on. Right. Let's jump into operator. Because basically what I'm thinking is just use some crazy FM shit, throw it through Corpus, maybe a bit of some of the weird stuff. I keep saying weird shit and weird stuff, and anything to like granulize and like get things metallic sounding. Add like in the background of this will be nice. Let's go for a low. Cool, just leave that running. Then we'll play about this. Cool, so there's our FM, and then play about with different values and different. Let's draw in some harmonics on this last one. Yeah. Cool. I'll start us off. E. Writing an E, right? Cool. Membrane. Cool. Yeah. And then what have we got that's weird? Got manipulator. Manipulator. Is it manip? I'm so dyslexic. Manip. No. I don't know. I don't think I've got this plugin anymore, to be fair. Let's try Portal. This can go either way. Seriously, Portal's fucked. And then basically what I want to do with this now that I've got it all, strange. Lee Robinson, frequency shifter. So Portal's got a frequency shifter in it, which is why I reach for it. Like I would go for like some of the, native stuff, but like if I want something that's really going to like stand out and be different from what people are showing you on YouTube and stuff like that, I think I should use instruments and effects which are gonna, lend you the ability to have the unique sounds. I think if everyone shows you how to use frequency shifter in a certain way, then everyone's going to use frequency shifter in a certain way. That's just my take on it. But yeah, you've got these. You can change like the scales of these as well, which is pretty sick. And then free tuning. I don't think it gets weirder than that. But let's keep it in scales. Cool. So I've got the very long verb. I like the very long verb because very, very, very long. And let's get the volume box back on there, the volume rack, and we'll pop this onto the verb. And yeah, if I let this run indefinitely, like the reverb will ring on forever. I've got it set to like it's fully maxed out, basically frozen. The decay is maxed out as well. There's it's just a super wet reverb. And by sending this 100% to there, I can lower this channel entirely and then automate the long verb on specific things that I send to it here, and I can bring things in and out with it. Actually, no, I think I need that on full. Do I need that on full? Shouldn't need that on full. I'm going to lower that down and see what happens. No? Okay, maybe I do. No, it's solo. Okay, yeah, you can see it there. So if I I don't know what to do with this. Maybe let's lower it down to like -12 and then play about with it from there. And then I can use these bass patterns and like sort of guide where I want to draw these in. So we've got like a little gap here. Maybe after the kick we can like automate in something there. There we go. So if I mute the channel, then I can like use it to like send out artificial blips into it. Let's give that a go. And then maybe then we can like automate some stuff within this, get different sounds out of it. So let's say here, ramp that up. Maybe automate you as well. Try this, see how that sounds. Maybe about that. Not really done anything, has it? I think it's just because it's reverbing for so long. Maybe let's bring down the size a little bit. Okay, that seems to have done something. Try that and then pop you up to a 9. Maybe? Give that a go. And we're not getting any sound. That's great. Why are we not getting any sound? Maybe that's I can do a bit of a boost. Can I insert an effect and then bounce out the reverb? Input reverb. Oh yeah, sick. I haven't actually tried this before, but we'll give it a go. Fuck you. Long reverb, bitch. Cool. Cool. Now we have the reverb send thing. Delete whatever the fuck that was. And now we can use the long reverb. Delete this automation as well. We can use the long reverb for the actual basses now, and then get the sound from that. So I don't know why it decayed so much. I might have to highlight in each individual bit and compress them to get it back up to the right levels. Is a bitch, but hey, who said music was easy? I probably could have just done this right the first time round, but I don't even just compress. I can just probably dodge this with my eyes. Just run it through an LA2A to just actually peaks. CLA2A. Peak reduction 60, gain of 50. I mean, it didn't do what I wanted it to do, but it kind of did. So I'm going to leave it and send it up to that a little bit. Cool. Now let's play about with, oh shit. I'm going to put you in the effects box as well, because you are an effect. Gosh. Sick. Now we can play with, what can I play with? Shit. See, what I want to do is make a reverb lead into this bass, but then, you know, the only I could do the same thing again, but that's long. Let me just talk about this spring real quick. Spring, where are you? Free delay 87. Was it 87? I think it was 87. Yeah, 87. Okay. You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to detune every other one ever so slightly up and down. That way, every couple bars that passes over, it's slightly different. Again, just trying to like keep things moving and breathing. and not sounding too repetitive. What I really should do is do something about these hats. They are boring. I mean, they do get a bit more interesting later on with some percussion, but sidechain. Forgetting about the sidechain. Kick. That the kick? That's the kick. Group 9 is the snares. Group 9. Group 9. Boom. Set that to sidechain. And that one's a sidechain. That percussion is so low. So much bass in that. Shit. DnB sins. That. And then this one also needs some fucking cleaning up. Maybe ease up the yes a little bit. You can use that K clip on these, get them up in volume a little bit. So what I was just doing there was boosting around 8K on the on the off snare. So like every second snare, I've got this thing with the spring reverb. This one. I'll just brighten it up a little bit, so it's like that. Yes, giving it a bit of top. I might play about with some of the pitching on some of these little like reverb sweeps thingies. Change that to complex. I kind of like that juxtaposition and offness. duplicate these again, and maybe change the odd one. I mean, like every other one. Oh my god. Boom. Right. Now, I don't want to put an auto pan on all of these as well. Give it some space. Sort of like move it around a little bit. Let's keep it like that actually. And then give it half or a bar. Oh my god. I really need a new sound card. One fucking hates me. Right, what the fuck was I doing? I want to... Ooh, what do I want to do? Oh, yeah. Freak show. Yeah, maybe some fucking... No. Dumpster fire. The one I'm thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, if any of you... Oh, wait, what's on Trent? How's it going, mate? Yeah, if you guys don't know what this plugin is doing, neither do I. Like, it just has some knobs, and it moves. Got octopus on it. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. It's that weird shit I was on about earlier. This is weird shit. And what I'm going to do is sidechain this to the bass compressor. So anything that comes out of the subgroup, basically this is just going to like squash and shut it up, because it's going to get out of hand with those other weird plugins. Just take anything that comes out of bass. Maybe it needs to turn back this one a little bit. Yeah, man, you really do. I don't use them enough, really. Like the freak show stuff is mad, and I really don't use it enough. Because particularly for adding, like, creating depth and weirdness and like unpredictability to the sounds, and if you want to keep things moving in a track and like have things change over time, like the freak show stuff is ideal for that stuff. I think these ones are a little bit... Not that one. Sounds like it's changing. Loads. Yeah, that'll be why. Maybe change this to a dynamic. What I might do as well for this sub drop one is change every other one, so it's like got a bit of a longer sub drop. I think that'll be a little bit more pleasing to listen to over time. And I could duplicate that wrong. Oh, have I done that wrong again? That looks right. Yeah. That's just a bit fucked. So for the second one, we'll just make the pitch drop a little bit longer. Alright, let's listen to the reference tracks. I think we need to come back to, you know, finding out some more little tips and shit, maybe more little basses. Obviously we need some more basses going into the next part, but like, I need to refresh on some ideas. Sounds like he's got some like stereo widener on that kick. It's weird. It's spinning me out. Yeah, okay, so what they've done in both tracks is added like a little fill every 8 bars. I need to time align these real quick. Hang on. Just so that they're in time. Let's shave the intro off of you. Get you in time. Cool. And then you.
About the fitness and readiness of individuals in space flight.
So he's like added some more percussion bits just before the next 8 bars. What's he done? Done like a little bass fill and he's done like a little percussion thing as well. So maybe we should do one of those. Maybe let's tease these hats a little bit. That there. Definitely need that volume. I know, utility. Utility. Put you on there. Give you a little boost in volume to accentuate that bit. Maybe have like that little bit of percussion there as well. And you just so small. I feel like we need to make like a wider thingy, parallel thingy. Go with another return track. Bass girth. Bass girth. We're gonna put on the bass girth rack. Maybe choral. Definitely a EQ. Fuck off. Pro Q. Needs to delete the space because what? Pro. All results. Q. Plugins. Little P. What the fuck? Where's my FabFilter stuff? Right, Ableton sucks. Yeah, we want to basically take out anything below like 150 really when we come into widening and shit. You can go a bit lower. I wouldn't recommend it. You know, like in an ideal world around 200, but there's some stuff that does creep under 200, which you kind of want to keep wide. Let's play about with just sending the entire group to it real quick, and then we can choose which sounds we want to send through to it later on. Cool. So now definitely want to boost the sides here. Yeah, because that's basically what this rack's for. So we're going to just accentuate those highs in the middle. Down a little bit. And then on this, what else can we add? I don't want to add a delay because I don't want to add anything that's like time-based too much. What we've got modulators, we've got chorus, we've got flanges, and we've got phases. A phaser could be called phases. Phases. Oh, actually, the convolve thing in trash is good as well. We can use that. Yeah, convolve. Ah, wait, trash. Trash 2. Then we can just use this for the convolver rather than the trash, and then we can just throw it in some hollow. You can hear like just how wide that is. It's probably way too wide. Thinking about it now. How out of phase is that? That's so out of phase. But in all honesty, because it's on a send, doesn't really matter. You know, as long as the body of it is all there, like when you play it out in a sound system, it's actually not going to be, um, you're not going to hear this width. So if it's out of phase, it doesn't really matter, unless if it's really fucking when it gets put to mono. And in all honesty, it's not. It's a bit too wide. Yeah. I mean, is it a bit too wide? Absolutely. Let's get an S1 in there and dial it back in. Imager. The Waves S1 imager is ideal for taming these ultra wide girth racks. So yeah, basically, what this rack is just throwing shit as far to the sides as humanly possible, and then just like, controlling that. That's a lot. Actually, that is a very good way of describing my production process. Push it to the limit and then dial it back. So yeah, it's definitely a way to like, stop, like not keep yourself from being too, what's the word? It allows you to still be creative and like, not worry about things because you can just really send shit west and then be like, right, let's, okay, we've gone too far there. Let's dial that back, and then you can use your scientific side and your creative side to help each other out, rather than going in super analytical and being like, oh, I need to worry about this and I need to worry about that. Worry about that later on. And like allow yourself to get weird. Right. So I don't want the entire fucking bass group on that. Fucked. But the odd sounds can create some cool contrast. I don't want to push that one really loud. Did I make a send for this? Yeah, I did. Maybe we can add a little bit of width to this. You do that with the imager? Okay. Does that sound wider? That's how. Really? Let's try. Let's just try another choral. Just. Well, after? Yeah, after. Blend in that mix. Maybe put that imager on the end. Give it that full wet. Bring that in. Yeah. Then copy those two, put them on that one, after there. Cool. Get this all this. See, that wasn't meant to happen with that like little like thing, but I liked it, so I'm gonna leave it in. We need some more bass like weirdness. We need some more mid-range shit. I can't be fucked making another one, so I'm gonna have a look at my mud pies. Mud pies. Yeah, some of this shit. Let's cut you out, and then we'll just fill in spaces with you. Gap between these ones, so we can throw something in there. Let's have a look. Pro tip: if you want to duplicate, if you want to like scan through a big thing of audio, duplicate it and hit 0 to deactivate the clip, and then you can drag this all the way to the end of your clip. Sorry, my push is in the way, and I have like no space on my desk. Now, if I zoom back in, because I've dragged that little indicator to all the way to the right, if I zoom in here and make this nice and big, I can like scan through thing of audio with just the arrow, and so I can just really quickly decide what I want to fit into that little gap there. So I definitely want this going to the thing almost 100%, and the doubler. Which one's the doubler? Maybe add a little swoosh. Yeah, that's what we want. More of that. If you're wondering what this like mud pie thing is as well, these are like a combination of bases that I've made previously. I know they sound nuts because of like the width and stuff on them, but like if I take them off, they aren't actually all that impressive. Like, let me just do this thing again. Yeah, you know, and just drag that there. What's the day today? Thursday, and people are raging on the street. There are perks to living on Stokes, but there really aren't many. Pop those back up. Wait. No, I'm just going to turn this down for the sake of my ears and yours. maybe let's warp this, remove that back a little bit so we can get these. Bring that back there. Let's keep this first bit free of the sounds, and then have them come in for these bits, and then really should separate them for everyone that I do. So let's delete those, delete those, delete that, and then bosh, no, bosh, no, because that's not in time. Cool. And then I don't want to change every other one though, aren't I? I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe we could go into this one. Maybe by warping it and then changing it to complex. That sounds yeah. Sick. Right. Nice one. So let's copy that there. Oh shit. Command C, Command V. I like that. Command D, cool. And then I don't want that one to be different as well. Wait. You know what, you're gonna be different. Let's warp you into Complex Pro. You know what? For this one as well, we're going to change these ones around. Just duplicate you. Delete, delete, delete. Yeah. And then right. Let's loop. No, okay. Let's change you as well. be louder. Let's highlight all of you. You know what, as well, for this bit, I kind of want to add some emphasis on that bass. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. Probably do it with the EQ, to be fair. Just give it like a... Holy shit. What the fuck happened there? Jesus. What the fuck? Alright. Need to fucking tweet Steve Duda about that. Analog BD sign wavetable freaking the fuck out. Jesus. Maybe not with an EQ, but with maybe a little bit of FM. Is that cheeky? That's too cheeky. Is it? Nah, fuck it. Fine. We're gonna use that one, max that out, and then we're gonna what we're gonna use a band pass. Band 24. Checked out. Oh my god. Cool. Now, sorry for the ear rape in this stream, by the way. If you have received bleeding eardrums, do not. Please don't sue me. I'm very broke at the minute. Basic. And you. What have we got in here? Surely there's thin thick. Oh Jesus, that looks awful. Not listening. Bipole harmonic? No. Basic. Enharmonic. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Put you down. And then we could automate that up over time. give this a bit of a wobble. Yeah, like a bit more resonant. Yeah, much. I want to give this one a bit of a whip. I think I've done this with the wrong ones as well, to be fair. Maybe I should have done that way round and put that there like that. Oh, I don't know. I'm conflicted. Ooh, new Tinder like. Right, there you go. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, just reading your stuff, Modo. Really love to watch this tomorrow. Yeah, this will be saved to the channel, man. This will be all uploaded. I've been going for about 2.5 hours now, roughly, I think. So yeah, this will be up on the channel for everyone to watch later on. Came from pub to smash, yeah. Nah, fair enough, man. I wish I had the funds to go out right now. Oh yeah. You guys haven't got Shaper Box, get it. It's fucking sick. I had to beg the guys. You know what? I I had a bit of an argument with the guys, to be fair, over at Cable Guys for this. Because I hit him up and I was just like, because I'm a student at DBS, I was like, hey, can I get some student discount? And they were like, yeah, bro, here's the plugin. And I went to download it, and it was like fucked for some reason. And yeah, so what was it? Like for some reason it was like wasn't working, and literally I emailed them being like, listen, you don't give me I paid for this plugin. You don't give it me, I'll crack it. They got back to me the next day. I was like, yeah, no, here's the plugin, it's all good. And I was just like, yeah, fucking, when you pay for a plugin and you can't use it, it's really frustrating. The reason I'd reach for this as well over duck is just because it's a little bit more, um, obviously this is doing like side chaining, volume shaping, and all that. You can do a lot more with it than just that, but a little bit more precise than duck. But duck's really quick to use, whereas this is a bit of a headache. Can be a bit of a headache. Not is, it can be. But what's cool is, I can throw this in and basically use it like an auto pan and a volume shaper. So maybe shorten that part. Blend that in a little bit. Use the Pultec. Oh no, it's not called Pultec, it's Pultec. Pultec EQ1A. Got a nice boost on the top end. I'm just gonna like give it some air. 5K. No, wait, what's going on here? Why is the intro bass there? You know what I'm going to put some black box on that. Let's bring that out. Black box. Black cube. Dry chain. That's the dry chain right here. I don't like how that's really going from my left to the right. Why is it doing? Is that the serum? Yeah, let's give it a bit more of the. Cool. I think, yeah, I mean, I'm liking where this is going. Where does Sesco take his shit? I like Sesco's arrangement because like it's very 140, you know. It's familiar. You see that we've written in a very similar way. In terms of structure, because I'm not used to, you know, Brethren's way of doing it or Submarine's way of doing things where it's like, you know, 6-minute tracks. I mean, yeah, I could do that. I just think it'd be a bit samey and a bit of a bitch to mix going over that long because you have to keep it interesting. Whereas he's just done like the sort of the 3 lots of 16 breakdown or like, you know, post drop, build, drop, 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 breakdown, outro sort of situation, and I rate that. Needs to keep things interesting because like, I admit this is just a bit of like a copy paste jobby. You know, get a bit of structure in there. We could just duplicate that, take out the percussion here. Maybe I don't know. Maybe for these bits, group those. EQ. Just go with the channel EQ. This one just low pass. Turn it on and off, obviously. And then low band down. Just do that, just put that on the subs. Yeah, just removes the sub from the basses, and then well, I mean, actually no, because you don't want any basses in this bit, do you? Really? Maybe just like I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing in my life. Maybe like bring a pad in. This pad for you. maybe have like different vocals and stuff come in. Vocal effects. You know what? Let's get a new tingling in here. Let's get some auto tune, real tune, stereo. This is me just being really lazy and not tuning my vocals, my vocal samples. Vocal effects.
Me have to run upon a set and
Right, you could use those little blips. That, cut you out, bring you over, and then wash. Get a little effect going in here. And then maybe pitch it down so it's like dark and put that one there. Yeah, I'll do. And then maybe duplicate that, but then use a different little blip. Get another effect in there. Yeah, I can do. Let's throw that one here on that one. You, and then layer this one with another one, like that. Quiet. Duplicate you. You know what could be cool on that one as well as a H delay. samples. No. Vox, maybe? Really annoying. Valea? The Bell SD card. My sample. Yeah, it is Vila. That one. E2. Go for F and then we'll pitch it up. I mean down. And then we can delete every odd one here. Sort of change it up. Wait. No. E. Yeah, D sharp. Go for that one. Delete every odd one and keep the things changing. Sounds really weird. So underwater. Needs to be queuing. Do some soothe. Bit muddy at the minute, but you know, we can do some mixing later on. I think I'm gonna head off soon. Getting quite tired. Definitely need some soothe. quick seed on this as well. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Right. Maybe let's dial you back as well. Yeah, I won't be able to tell until I listen to it on my monitors properly, because you know, my housemate's asleep and stuff at the minute. But so far I'm thinking it's sounding alright. There's obviously a lot of crazy crazy stuff getting introduced by that rack. That we can tidy up and stuff, but yeah, I will continue this. It's just I don't really know what to do with this section down here. And then breakdown and second drop will be pretty easy. It's just tying all the bits together and then then mixing all this, all the reverbs and shit, and blending reverbs and like mix downs are getting so difficult for me now. They're just because I know what I need to do to get it to sound up there, you know, with like the pros. You know, it's a real headache. But you know, the mixing stream will be, you know, will be there when I finish this tune off. But then we've got a decent amount done. You know, starting with the drums before stream is definitely a good idea. There's definitely some tightening up that needs to be done, but it's sounding okay, I think. Yeah. How's everyone doing? You guys all good? Still there? Seeing if you guys are in the chat or not. I'm going for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Nice one, man. No, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys yeah, glad you guys liked it. Yeah, I will do some more stuff. Like the reason I'm not uploading so much at the minute is purely because I'm trying to produce as much as I can so that I'm learning new stuff to bring to you guys for the streams, and like, you know, if I do a video in the future to, well, no, I will be doing videos in the future, but it's just when I do a video, I want it to be super high quality content that like no one else is really covering in as much detail as. If you're dreading the mix down, working out, I'm working on either parts, completely switch up the second up. Yeah, no, I might do, man. Need to, I think when it, what I've learned from this stream is that you need to come at DnB really wired on coffee or something, and just, you know, be almost ADHD with it, and just constantly keep moving to keep yourself like feeling like you're doing something, because it's such minimal changes and like, you know, little nuances that you're looking at. It's one of those things that you kind of need to have like your full ADHD brain on for, and it definitely helps having these like little pre-made bass loop things and just compiling your basses. That, you know, really helps with the workflow. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Find your own little tricks to keep it interesting. All right. On that note, guys, I'm gonna head off and drink some water because I'm literally about to pass out in this room. It's so hot. But yeah, was it just here or just there? 50% off masters for the rest of the week. You know, for the next 7 days. If you want to get in touch, my email's up there as well. That's all lowercase, by the way, just so you guys know. And yeah, get some masters done. That's £5 per stereo master. You get unlimited revisions. I'm also doing mix downs now. It's not officially announced yet, but because you know I haven't really had too much experience mixing down other people's tracks, but I'm getting there with some of my mates. But if you want to get an early bird call on a mix down, get in touch with me on that email, and we can sort something out at a very reasonable price. Yeah. All right. In a bit, guys. Have a good one. Peace.